of course, many of us say, yes, okay, we are developing character and values. And then when they looked at our lessons, they found that out of the 12 who said so, only a fraction actually enacted it with intentionality in the lessons, right? And then that's when, after we looked at the evidence, and then they said, okay, we need to do something about it. And looking back at my videos, right, and the feedback given to me by the pastoral officers back then, I had a lot of talk time. Out of a 60-minute lesson, like we're talking for a good maybe 25, 30 minutes, right? Just to talk about a certain value or behavior, to address the behavior. When they see the value of being able to find other ways to do something to reach the outcomes, right? Then it's, hey, PE is not just about win movement, but it's also about thinking about the what's next. So that when they face these situations in the other parts of their life, exams whatever, right? They can say, hey, okay, I got no time, to study, right? So why not I have a study group? Okay, we adapt. Okay, or they have to change groups, for example. You've been working with one person all your life. Now that person is not here, you have to work with somebody else. Are you able to also adapt to that new person? Yeah, so I think these are the values we want to show them or make them realize that that what we learn in PE, right, is not just for PE alone.
Correct.
You can transfer it outside as well.
That's why. So I guess the definition of PE is not learning about the physical or learning of the physical. It's learning through the physical as well, which also means to say lesson objectives can be the physical aspects of PE, but like what Eugene Yap shared, sometimes we need to make clear our learning intentions for our students. So that they also know that through the learning of physical skills, right, we also intend for them to pick up these other competencies as well as values during the lesson itself. So I guess this fulfills the wider philosophy of education here in Singapore, where we not just want our students to be good in the subject itself, but we want them to develop into people of character and who can hold the community together as a unit, as a cohesive unit, to improve social compact also. Because
the A word, right?
Okay, you are right. Definitely, you are right. Because to be very honest, we are asked to develop 21cc, and we are asked to develop E21cc, and then the natural question comes out: how do we know whether our students have learned? So when this question comes out, then it automatically links to the A word already, which is assessment. Then, but specifically, my question to you is this: how can we help our students to actually self-assess their development of 21cc, communication, or not just 21cc, but specifically E21cc, like communication and collaboration. And what should our students and teachers look out for during the lesson itself, to self-assess?
There are two strategies. I'm going to share with you the first one through a test. Damon, what color is my watch?
Black.
Face. Try again. One more answer. One more try.
Yellow, like mine?
No, it's red. Right. So do you notice the color before that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Really, I didn't.
It's okay. It's okay. Damon, do you notice whether I'm wearing a wedding ring or not?
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
I didn't notice, but I would suppose you are.
No, I'm not. And my wife is okay with it, Okay.
Okay. So I'm making some assumptions.
All right. So what did I use just now to ask you the question? Did you?
Making me to guess.
Did you notice? Right?
I notice. Okay.
Damon, did you notice what color my car was?
Sorry, again?
What color was my car when I drove in today?
No, because I didn't see your car. So do you need me to guess?
Yes.
Black.
It's white. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I think noticing. Okay, what I'm driving up, the first part is about noticing. So this noticing, together with another one, which is Ipsative Assessment, which I will share on later. Noticing is one strategy that we can start to imbue in our students. Okay, and noticing goes two ways, for students and for us, when it comes to E21cc assessment. Okay, how is noticing helpful? Noticing is actually a metacognitive process, right? Before we send students up to a task, right? Okay, let's say now, later on, you're going to play 2 versus 2 territorial invasion game, right? 2 versus 2, your aim is to score score as many points as possible, of course. When you do so, right, notice, okay, I want you to notice where the two defenders are, okay, or how the defenders are defending. Are they defending the on-ball attacker or off-ball attacker? I want you to notice that, right? Then you send them out to play.
Okay.
They come back,
Okay.
then, okay, think pair share first, right? Think pair share, ask each other, what do we notice? Okay, then whole class come back. Okay, so what do you notice about the defenders? Are they marking the on-ball attackers or off-ball attackers? Yeah, right. And then, oh, okay, they're marking the on-ball attacker too. Say, okay, why do you think that is so? Right? Is it because the on-ball attacker is skillful or what? And then you ask them the questions lah. Then you can ask them, what do you notice when you don't have the ball, right? What do you notice about the two of your behaviors? How are you defending? Right? What do you notice when, let's say, net barrier game, right? What do you notice after the object is sent to the other side? What do you notice about your positioning? What do you notice about your opponents after they send the object? Did they go back to the central base position or did they stay to the back court? Okay. So what is happening now?
You are helping the students to take the first step, correct me if I'm wrong, to gather information.
Good, yes. Yeah. That's called attending to the stimulus lah.
Right,
So they're
okay.
attending first. After they attend, and then after that, they will make sense of it. Hey, okay, that is a chance for us, because that behavior is quite constant, After they send the ball, they always stay to the baseline. That's a chance for us.
Yeah.
Then last one is the action lah.
Right.
Okay, now that we know the information, when we play again, now we know what to do. So you're trying to manipulate their lack of movement, for example. Right? Yeah. So that noticing is internal and also external. Right? Sometimes, let's say a close skill, maybe a close skill of, let's say, a standing broad jump. Right? So that's why we can ask them as well. Now notice where your knees are just before you take off. Notice where your hands are just before you take off. Right? Notice what happens as you are mid-flight. Right? And just before you land, where are your hands? So notice that. So that's internal, right? Yeah. Then the external can be notice where the marker is, okay, just before you land, for example. Notice where the goalkeeper is just before you take the free kick or take the penalty, for example. Yeah. So the kind of things are external cues lah. Yeah. So this noticing, when it comes back to that, okay, where is the 21cc for noticing, right? Now you're talking about that affective part. Notice how you give feedback to your friend. Notice what happens when your friend is talking to you. Notice what happens when you are getting not such a positive feedback. So what do you do when you hear a negative feedback? Okay, you tend to shut down. Okay, did you notice that? You can also give them the prompt. As your friends are giving you the feedback, I want you to notice your non-verbal signals. Okay, are you facing your friend still, or do you start to look away? Right? So slowly, right, okay, they have this heightened awareness of what they are doing and what the others are also doing. Right? Yeah. So how is that a strategy for E21cc? Is because now they are more aware of their behaviors, be it in terms of adaptive thinking, communication, collaboration. Right? Now they are more aware. Hey, okay, I'm doing this. Is it good or not for myself and for the others as well? Yeah. So this one. Right? Okay. Yeah. So another one is the two Ipsative Assessment.
Ipsative.
Yeah. Okay. So if I can just draw very quickly. So Ipsative Assessment is basically, right, just me versus me.
Oh, all
right.
How?
Right. So
how is it?
How did I start?
Okay.
Okay. If let's say I start here.
Right.
Right. So lesson number 1, I'm here. Okay. Maybe again net barrier game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lesson number 1, I keep sending the ball, the object to the net, for example, right? Okay. So after interventions, after I've noticed that, okay, what am I doing with my hands, for example?
Yeah.
Okay, why am I keep sending it there? What happens just before I hit the shuttle, for example, right? So I had noticed all these things, and then in between, okay, I do the interventions. Either, okay, my friends give me feedback, my teacher give me feedback, or I myself, okay, try to improve, okay, on my skill or development. Then maybe now I am better. Okay, but who am I comparing to?
Yourself.
Myself.
Yeah.
So me
yourself.
versus me.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? And this can be applied to all 9 of the competencies lah. Right? Where was I? Where am I in critical thinking at the beginning of the module? All right, and where am I now? All right, there is no criteria for me to meet. I'm just here now. Okay, and then I'm going towards this now. So Ipsative Assessment has an element of target setting as well lah. Right?
Okay.
So if somebody says, "Teacher, I'm at level 1," right?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, I'm glad you know where you are. Now let's think of a way to go to level 2. All right, and level 3, level 4, level 5, for example. That is what the whole class is going towards, right? But we appreciate that they can start at the level 1.
Okay.
So it's just me versus me. You can think about collaboration skills, for example, right? Okay. At the beginning, not so collaborative, I'd like to have partners, I am very aloof, for example, right? But by lesson 4, 5, 6, okay, I'm not able to, wow, I'm leading the group, okay, I'm able to give suggestions, I'm able to facilitate a discussion.
Yeah.
So that's where you see the growth lah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Right.
So for E21CC, these are the 2 strategies that we are advocating.
Right.
And 21CC office has also put this into that assessment guidelines for E21CC actually. So these 2 strategies, and I think for PE, we're happy to note that they have taken to our approach towards this, because we have what you did, right? You did the 8 grids, right? Okay, where each of the group put in there.
Yeah.
Right? And then what Riyad and I and the 21CC team in PESTA, now we are using the levels of learning. LOL.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So LOL.
Resonates with the boys.
Yeah.
With the students.
The smiley faces over here, maybe not too smiley, and then here is slightly smiling, and then here is a big white smile. Right? Yeah. So this is where we co-construct with them lah. Let's say a 2v2, right? Okay, what is this level looks like? Okay, it looks like not moving. Okay, not moving, right? Not going back to CBP, for example.
Okay.
No communication.
Right.
This level could be sometimes moving, and so on. Right? Some communication, and so on.
Right.
This one, wow. Okay, good communication. All right. Movement is good. Okay, and so on and so forth. Right. So this is the 2v2 gameplay. This is how to improve. Right. So this how to improve becomes the collective strategy over here. Right? So if I'm here, what must I do more of? Right.
Definitely move.
Yeah, move, right. So maybe I can provide spot markers so that after you send, you always go back to the CBP, for example, to remind them. So if you are here, how to go up? Okay, then you find other strategies as well.
Yeah.
Okay? When you're here, does it mean you stop? Maybe now this is where for this group of students who are here, right? You can tell them, okay, now think of a way to make the game more challenging for you. Or maybe you can go down and help the other students as well.
Yeah, so they become the teacher.
Exactly. Yeah. So this we call the levels of learning lah. LOL.
Oh wow! Thank you so much for these insights.
Yeah.
So this gives me a little bit more ideas on what I can do with my students also, and I also hope that they can also inspire our audience to try out. Try out.
And we have a small COP on this actually. Primary schools lah.
Okay.
So and then you can use this actually, even this one, right? The one that you did, for them to do a bit of Ipsative assessment. So at the beginning of lesson, maybe they can just put that numbered magnets.
Yep.
Just put it here. Okay, today I'm here. Tomorrow I want to be up here.
Okay.
Level 3. Yeah.
Right.
So that gives them that visual. Hey, I am progressing. Okay, I'm not just level 1. Okay. Because sometimes you say, teacher, I just want to be at level 1. Can I not? No. Okay, I accept you are level 1 now today.
Yeah.
But maybe by the end of the lesson or in 2 weeks time, okay, I want to see you at level 2 or 3. Okay. So there must be some nudge to improve lah.
True.
To make them happy at level 1.
Because I also saw Kayue sharing on her trying out levels of practice. So it's somewhat similar to LOL. So she shared something about using level of practice in the volleyball skills that she wants the students to learn, and also in the collaborative competencies that she wants her students to develop also.
Yeah.
But just that she does it in 4 levels lah.
Okay.
Over here we have 3 levels. But both are, I think, very similar, which leads on to the students having the opportunity to self-assess themselves.
That's right.
Just by simply comparing what they are today to what they were yesterday.
That's right. Yeah. And actually, this strategy is an adapted version of solo taxonomy. Right. So I think if some of our audience who are quite attuned to solo taxonomy, they will know that solo taxonomy has about 5 levels.
5 levels.
Pre-structural to multi-structural, right? So I think, but we felt that solo taxonomy was a bit too daunting for teachers and students to enact.
This is more digestible.
Yeah. So this is adapted version. She doesn't start with LOL. It started with LOR. Levels of readiness. For primary school students, LOR, we tell them, right, when you come to the class, okay, show me that you are ready. Okay, are you ready right now for learning? Okay, right. So if they say not ready, right, because usually when students are talking, right, say, Damon, are you ready or not? John, are you ready? Andy, are you ready? Shh. Are you looking at me or not, everyone? So by the time you finish, right, you'll be mentioning everybody's name. Then you can start your lesson, right? Yeah. So levels of readiness, instead of 2v2 there, okay, what does learning look like? Am I ready to learn? Level 1, what does it look like? 2, 3. So level 3 could be facing the teacher, active listening, all right, not fidgeting, for example, and so on and so forth, right? So what is powerful of that is that when the class is not ready, right, you just point, class, show me this now. Show me this now. 5 seconds, show me level 3. Like magic, I tell you. Really, I go to schools, right, and because they are unfamiliar with me, right, a new face, right, then suddenly come and teach them, right. So I use this is my go-to strategy. Like magic, I tell you. Really, it's like, wow, and the teachers who observe were quite astounded. Say, what do you do? Then, okay, I don't have to shh. I just point. Are you doing this? I see some of you at level 1. Maybe those of you who are next to them, can you just give them a nudge? Go to level 3 right now.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
So I think it's a level-less kind of approach. Like even Sec 1, Sec 2, okay, you can do it. Okay, but then of course, like what Kaya did, right? Levels of collaboration, levels of practice. Wow. So age appropriate of the terms that you are used.
But in my opinion, for magic to happen miraculously, the magician must go through some practice lah.
Of course.
Yeah. So my sharing to the audience is that let's give it a try.
Yes.
Even if we don't succeed at the beginning, we reflect a little bit, then we try again.
Yes.
Yeah. I think in due time, we will succeed.
Yes. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay. I think when it comes to LOR, right, levels of readiness, when Rian and his Bukit Panjang Primary School team tried out, it's mainly for classroom management strategy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And then as we work together, we felt, hey, this can work for psychomotor outcomes also, like this, or tactical conceptual problems. So it has evolved over the past 2 years actually. Yes. So now we are advocating it. Now we have a small community of practice among the about 3 or 4 primary schools.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, but for something to be implemented in a more simpler manner, this means that a lot of hard work has to go into it.
Correct.
Yeah, because the simpler the concept we want people to grasp. Okay, I think the background work of thinking through how to communicate that simpler but yet effective way of doing things will be more difficult.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you to as well as to your team in really working this out. To share with our fraternity. So really appreciate it.
If you can just add one more thing about assessment in e-truancy, right?
Yes.
E-truancy assessment is unique, because it's values, right? And you can't see that behavior immediately being developed in one lesson. It's a journey. That is why we advocate such strategies like, Ipsative Assessment, noticing as well. Not all students will be able to embrace, that change. Oh, now teacher didn't give me too much scaffold. Oh no, what can I do? Because sometimes when we ask them to think of another way, we take it for granted that they can do so. Right?
Yeah.
Another example, when say, okay, give your friend feedback, okay,
How?
then say, good you good or you cannot make it you lousy Yeah, so we always take it for granted that they know what to do. That's why we need to have the scaffolds lah.
Yeah.
And therefore, it cannot happen in one lesson or 1 week or even 1 month. It has to be a progressive journey.
Yeah.
That is why E311CC cannot be teacher at the side. Okay, Damon, okay, very collaborative, well done. Okay, Andy, I'm not so. John, cannot make it. So it's not meant to be like that. That is why, beyond this, right, how can students use this as evidence of learning? Maybe through journals, through reflections, as it slips, all the other assessment tools that we know of, right? Use them. Be it physical or digital, right? So at least they have a sight of where they are and how far they have progressed. Right? So it could be a reflection that sounds like in the first lesson, I really didn't like to dance, okay, and I was put in a group that I didn't like. However, after some time, I become more comfortable with them, and now I enjoy dance. Wow! And that what I've just cited, right, is a real reflection from a student, primary 6 boy. And I remember that his group was all made up of girls. He was the only boy in the group, and that's why he reflected. And you were very astounded by, wow, okay, this really works, lah.
Yeah.
And it's a journey, like
It's such a beautiful reflection.
It's a journey. Be patient. You cannot say that, oh wow, okay, by 2 lessons I want to make sure my students are adaptive, they are collaborative, they are confident communicators. Cannot lah.
I think most students are not like that when they come to us. So we need patience.
Yes.
We need to see, okay, the idea that
Correct.
this is worth learning, this is worth developing,
Yeah.
and then like we want to grow any plant, we can't expect the seed, okay, to pop out and become a tree, okay, and bloom, okay, once immediately when we put the seed into the ground, isn't it?
Exactly.
So it requires watering, maybe add a bit more fertilizer,
Talking to it,
correct,
pruning a bit.
then sometimes it doesn't grow properly, then we have to adjust.
Correct.
And
Put sticks, scaffold.
put sticks, yes, scaffold. So it might take a few months, even a year or two, before the seed actually becomes a proper plant.
Correct. Yeah. So even though in the LGM document, right? There is a milestone, right, from lower primary, middle primary, upper primary, and then lower secondary, upper secondary, right? And you notice that in that document, the line that divides the different levels are jagged lines.
Yes.
They are not
Why?
complete lines. Why?
I really
Not enough ink. It shows that even if a student, for example, is at Sec 1, right, and then hey, the outcome is too far-fetched for him or her. Okay, that means, right, he or she does not have that foundation yet. So that jagged line allows us to go back to the lower milestones. Let's develop this first, and then let's move up to lower secondary outcome.
Okay.
So it is meant to be like that. It is not just, okay, you must do this for lower secondary, right? That's it. Okay. But then if doesn't have that prior experience, right? Maybe because of some experiences at primary level, at secondary, something is missing there. There's a gap there. So I think that's a wonderful spiral approach. Okay, you always revisit even lowest primary outcomes and then go back up again.
I agree. So now I understand. And I also personally believe that growing and progression is not always like a one-way directional thing, like a train rushing forward. So sometimes we need to regress in order to progress. Otherwise, there may be times. I mean, now I'm not saying that always going forward is bad, but sometimes always going forward without maybe checking,
spots,
we might derail,
Exactly.
and then might crash.
Exactly. Wow. Good analogy.
So sometimes we need to check so that we regress first before we progress again.
And they come in at different levels, right? So not all of them come in prepared for a lower secondary outcome, right?
True.
Okay, from different schools and all that, right? Different experiences, different backgrounds. So we have to be open to that diversity, and then through our own expert teaching and planning, That's how we level everybody up lah.
Yalah,
Even if
yalah.
we just one level up, I think that's progress lah.
Yalah,
Doesn't have to be 3-4 levels.
Yeah.
Work with what you have currently, and then help them to go along.
So to cater to a diverse group of students, the teacher needs to be adaptable.
Exactly.
Then if we want our students to have adaptive thinking, then we ourselves must role
Definitely.
model adaptive thinking with adaptive planning also.
Exactly.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Role modeling is important lah.
Yes.
The tone, right?
That's the basic level of learning.
Right.
Basic.
And if you go back to the ALOs, which is the affective learning outcomes, right? Oh,
Yes.
sorry, effective learning opportunities. Sorry, Mr. Hanif. Effective learning opportunities.
Okay.
Communication style is one of them lah. Right. So how
yeah.
we communicate, how we model that communication.
Yes.
I always give this example to workshop participants. I want you all to respect everyone. Respect, okay? You make sure you respect each other. You understand or not? Okay. So that is, teacher want us to respect, but he is instilling fear. So that is very, very dissonance lah.
There's a dissonance.
So if you want to develop respect in your classroom, okay, how should you talk to your students? Your tone is very important. Remember, we are PE teachers, not PTIs. So everyone knock it out. That's respect. And sometimes we forget that actually it's a parallel process. Not just I teach you to do this, you better learn. Okay. If I want you to be here, then I also must level myself up. So it's a parallel process. Another example of, let's say, anger, right? Sometimes we are angry with students and we scold, we raise our voice, right? So to the students, they say, my teacher, whenever he's angry, he will raise his voice, he will throw things, he will bang table. Example, so that's what they will pick up. Okay, so when I'm angry, it's okay to raise my voice, to be rude and things like that. Right? So it's tough, but we have to be cognizant that we are always in the spotlight 24/7, and we are teaching lah. So this is where that hidden part of that hidden element, that role modeling is very important.
Correct.
What we say, how we say it, and how often we say it. Sometimes even praise can be misconstrued by our students, right?
Yes.
But Damon, well done, Damon. Okay, all of you, okay, can you please follow Damon, right? Right? Okay, please look at Damon. Damon is very good.
Yeah.
Yes, So while we feel that, hey, I'm praising my student, right, to motivate him, right? Okay. But then the others will say, Damon is good lah. Okay, I'm lousy lah.
Then I get puffed up also, thinking that therefore I don't need to improve.
Exactly. Yeah. So intention is good, but then the way we do it is.
So I guess it boils back down to reflective practice lah.
Correct.
Always thinking after doing what we did. Okay, think through how well we have done. But it's not easy lah.
It's not easy.
Not easy lah. But it takes time lah. If we feel that, if we believe that what we are doing is really worth helping our students to become better learners, to have better character, so that our society is a stronger community. Then I think we should try, because when we grow plants and the plant blooms come out really nice, I think the sense of satisfaction is really great. And when we get this really great sense of satisfaction, usually you see gardeners, they want to plant more plants, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
So this is worth giving a try.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subscribe.
All right. Thank you. Okay. My next question is actually about how to make assessment more meaningful for the students, so that it doesn't feel forced. But I think we have already answered the questions, this particular question.
You can add something more about that.
Yes, please.
Recall, again, reflective practice, right? Recall, sometimes we go in, right? We are very hardworking teachers. All of us are hardworking teachers, You always want the best, right? Sometimes we get into the mode of, I need to do this assessment. Right? And then at the beginning of the lesson, you will say, okay, you all better pay attention, because this is going to be assessed. Straight away, English got assessment, Maths got assessment, Mother tongue got assessment, then Spanish got assessment. It's like, so we are putting, misplacing the assessment in PE and also in CC at very high stakes. So that becomes very daunting for the students. Say, teachers are doing this just to get a grade for us. And then sometimes you just play along. Okay, now you want this, right? Okay, I show you this for. Okay, I give you what you want, right? But then what's the value of that? Okay, that is why we have to we again learn the skill, get the competencies to not oversell assessment per se. We know it's important, yes. Okay?
Yeah.
But how do we then tell students, okay, why are we doing this? Okay, Damon, why do you think I give you that situation just now? For what? Why do you think I always ask you all to think pair share? Why? Why can you just play? Yeah. So these strategies, well, they are good. Maybe for older students, we can ask them. Before we go, very quickly, 1 or 2 minutes, share with me. What do you think we are doing this? Let them. Oh, teacher, I think you are trying to make us, give good feedback. Very good. Right. Why is it important? Why is giving good feedback important? Yeah. Then, so very short kind of engagements, and then, okay, we go on. Yeah, we don't dwell too much, lah. Yeah.
Right.
So the lesson doesn't become an FTGP lesson or CCE lesson.
Yeah.
It's still a PE lesson.
Yeah,
When your colleagues walk past your hall, right? It's still a PE lesson.
Yeah.
So that sitting down is quick, is meaningful, purposeful. Okay, get what you want to get from here. Then okay, go back out again, play.
Right. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So lots of food for thought. But I think if we give like maybe a few strategies here, a little try, I think slowly we should be able to pick up more of these strategies to help our students. Yeah.